Little turbo. It's first giveaway.
Yeah.
You drop it right in the coolant? No, I've done that all the time.
It's not making cool NA noises anymore.
Yeah.
If you remember what the trunk looked like the last time when it was dropped in, it was hideous. Yeah, them eBay manifolds be screaming.
Yeah, they did.
But them bitches like
Yeah.
cracking a week.
Like when it's clean, it's really clean. Shoo.
All the other cars are the side bitches.
That's all I better hear about side bitches. All I'm gonna say.
And it knows to be cool.
Bro, what did he feed that cow? Mine on urine.
Wait, did you say Mini Cooper and referencing 3,000 pounds? What Mini Cooper weighs 2,000?
I'm gonna do a follow-up video on that Supra. I don't think that we've actually caught you up.
You skipped ahead that much?
Yeah, so surprise, surprise.
You're fired.
She done.
So essentially the car was brought to us completely stock. That NA2 jet with just like a muffler on it from Japan. So right-hand drive, 5-speed NA car. Now it's got a Grannas GR700 kit, T56. Kaaz 1.5 weight LSD in the factory 200 millimeter rear end. To go along with that, we did custom turbo kit that we made in-house utilizing an Artec manifold, 2 Turbosmart 45 millimeter wastegates, and Garrett GBC 900 turbo. It is a factory GE bottom end, original to this chassis. Odometer says 209 kilometers, so roughly 130,000 miles. First thing we did was pull the cylinder head after doing a compression and leak down test to make sure that the rings were sealing. And new valves, light port and polish, springs, retainers, BC 272 cams, springs, some mild porting, slapped it back together. We did pull the entire drivetrain and the engine out of the engine bay to do some cleanup work, as the car was a little bit filthy. It's a bit more crusty than we had hoped for. We did do a lot of work underneath to the drivetrain and suspension. So we pulled the whole rear subframe out so we can strip it down to the subframe. Got everything kind of restored, powder coated, and got all that stuff cleaned up. We did redo a lot of the underbody coating on the car, as a lot of it was kind of peeling away. There was a couple of rust spots that needed to be addressed, so we got that stuff cleaned up, shaved it, cut it down to bare metal, threw some rust inhibitor on it, and sealed it all up. But nonetheless, here we are. ID 1700s for the fuel system with a PHR triple pump hanger and the fuel line kit, fuel lab fuel pressure regulator, and all the sensors to go along with the wiring specialties harness and link ECU. PRP R35 coil conversion kit. We've got the GRP engineering trigger kit, which utilizes 2 factory 2JZ sensors. And what I do like about the kit is you can essentially install it and fire it up with factory GTE trigger settings. You can sync the timing up right away, and it is a direct bolt-in minus changing the oil pump, which again, when you're going down this route, you really should be looking at a new oil pump anyways. And it's had no problems, bolted it right in, and I fired it right up on factory trigger settings, like I said. So that just made it very easy. It's clean and fits very well. It is a drive-by-wire now. It is a 82 millimeter Bosch drive-by-wire throttle body, all controlled by the link ECU and integrated into the wiring specialties harness. So the harness is spec'd out by us and all plug and play. We did all the fabrication, intercooler pipe, the down pipe all the way to the mid pipe, and then it's got a Tomei Ti Exhaust, custom coolant overflow tank, and then custom oil catch can.
What size line is that then?
12 AN. He's got the, I don't remember who made the billet valve covers, but he had a hard time sourcing an oil cap for these valve covers, as the threads are 12 AN ORB. So we custom made this, CNC'd the top head and then welded the threads on. So essentially we could make multiple heads and just weld the correct thread size per each valve cover and have multiple oil caps that could fit different chassis.
These are a little shallower, right?
Yeah, those valve covers do sit a little bit lower.
You want to talk about the interior, what you changed up?
So when the car was dropped off, for whatever reason, somebody spray bombed the interior panels with this weird patina looking kind of paint.
That is a poor decision. Just looks like it's like chipped away or scratched.
Yeah, but on purpose.
Yes, on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
Intentionally scratched.
Intentionally scratched.
Took all that out and had it painted the factory OEM kind of matte black color. As you can see, it looks 9 times better than what was in there. And then we also fitted the BTI 4.3 screen for all the data and cruise control and adjustments on the fly. In the trunk, we did the PHR battery relocation kit because we did switch to a forward-facing intake, which required us to move the battery to the trunk. If you remember what the trunk looked like last time when it was dropped in, it was hideous.
All right, let's see. So this is what we're working with right now.
It had all weird cut up MDF paneling with spray bomb carpet or whatever the hell. Nothing fit right. It was all just floating around in the trunk. He had an amp and a sub in the back here from the early 2000s that didn't work. We got rid of all that, and now he's got actual trunk space.
I think we have new trunk stuff coming for him, like a deck or something. Trunk deck.
To put some groceries back here because it is a grocery dinner. It should do anywhere from 700 to 800 on ethanol. We'll see how it goes. If that's more than enough to get these things scooped, and most people, that's all they really want. Makes for a fun street car. When we did the ABS delete, that's getting a dirty delete. So that cleaned up a lot of the engine bay. PHR 4.5 inch intercooler. Yeah.
So it should have pretty good response.
Yeah, I mean, it lights up very quick.
Jose, you want to say anything? It's over there working.
Oh, shit. You dropped the flashlight?
Oh, you drop it right in the coolant? No, I forgot I've done that all the time. Oil or coolant, best believe
Whatever you drop is going in every time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if you want to throw something in the trash can from across the shop, you'll miss it every time. But you'll hit the bucket of coolant when you drop something out of your hands.
I was asking Agger all week, hey, when you get a tune it, when you get a tune it, so I can make sure I'm here.
He works on cars and then they just never come back. He never sees
I'll come back and they're gone. They disappear. Never hear nothing about it again. Don't talk to the owners, nothing.
I know. Have you met Matt before?
I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've had a lot of time with this girl.
Damn, hey, don't break the whole exhaust off the car now.
Probably this car and the black assistant time. Other than that, it's just scattered. But
Yeah, see, all the other cars are the side bitches.
That's all I better hear about side bitches. All I'm gonna say.
No, that car came out good though. That's completely different. I mean, you got the before videos in there, so.
Yeah, I'll pop in the link if you want to see the first episode of how she looked. She.
And that's not making cool NA noises anymore.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's nothing that sounds more weird than an NA2.
Wasn't this car obnoxiously loud?
Yeah, it had
Yeah,
it had like some what the Kakimoto exhaust. or something.
Oh yeah.
It was got the sticker on it.
Kakimoto. Spanish people will get that.
And like all the lines back there, they're all like nice and everything flows. Everything is and heat shield covering it up. So
Yeah, because we didn't wrap the downpipe, so it's gonna create some heat there. I didn't wrap mine either. I like it the way it looks.
A lot of people like to see it. They want to see the welds, they want to see the pie cuts, but then you start to emit radiant heat. And so then that's where the shield comes into play, because you close the hood, everything's gonna get hot anyways, but if you can keep the radiant heat off of things, then it makes it a little bit better or easier on it. Especially on a clutch master, so you don't boil the fluid sitting right there.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Mine was on my brake fluid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, look at how pretty. Like, it does look nice.
That
'Cause
Artec
it's-
manifold turned orange quick.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's right. Dang.
yeah, actually it was really quick.
Could have coated it, right? I guess we could have coated it. It was coated now.
No, it's just cast steel.
Little wastegate blankets on it.
Aren't they cute? To me, I love.
Like anything small.
Yeah, I love
anything
small
is just
things.
automatically cute. Yeah.
Yes, I love small
After she sees
things.
the stubby rank, she's like, oh my god. I'm like,
Yeah, no, I like the little wrenches, and look at how tiny this guy is here. Oh yeah, he's like, that's like the little baby, and there's the big daddy. I like the color combination. I'm a sucker for white cars anyway, but
It's just hard to keep them clean.
yeah, this coming from him. Look at his car. Look at how clean
I
that
feel like
is.
black is easier to keep clean than white. I think white is
Yeah.
at the top of the list of worst things to
at
keep
least
clean.
for black, it hides or tire rubber, hides stuff like that. White doesn't matter what hits it.
I guess you're right with the
Might hide
tire.
some weird shit, 'cause that's a little white.
Yeah. Like when it's clean, it's really clean. And the bronze is nice. The wheels and the, yeah, just, I like it.
It sounds a lot better than I thought it would too. Because most of the videos I've seen in Artec, they just sound a little bit more muffled. I don't know if it's because it's thicker manifold. It's short and thick. So it doesn't get loud.
It's almost like an equal length log manifold.
Yeah, like if you want it loud, you got this long runner, thin wall, and they get real loud. But,
Yeah, them eBay manifolds be screaming.
yeah, they do.
But them bitches like
Yeah.
cracking a week.
But no, this one sounds good. The titanium exhaust probably helps out a lot of that.
Yeah, JT shot me a message. I put up like just a snippet of the car. And he just said, it's a Tomei.
Yeah, and he didn't even hear it in person.
No.
In person, it sounds so much better. Curious, this manifold on the GTE versus the GE.
Who has had this one? Do we have any? That really is interesting to see how it performs. I really love, honestly, the simplest thing is that fan shroud painted. You know, you got yours done.
Yeah.
You saw it.
It cleans it up because if you don't, it's this. At
Yeah.
least this has like a texture to it, you know, and it's a fuse box. But this right here in the center of everything is so big.
It just sharpens it up.
Even when you buy a brand new from Toyota, them bitches are dinged and scratched up.
Exactly.
And it's
Yeah,
just
you
like, we're gonna do buff the plastic? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Can't.
like- yeah, you just have to prep it right, because it is plastic. Plastic can be a little oily.
None of these are nice. None of these. They all got the holes and the bracket for right there. They're all like that. Even new, they come with brackets.
I hate how they pre-split the ends.
Yeah.
So when you tighten it down, if you go too much, you're like guaranteed to spread it apart.
Opens it back up. Yeah. Oh, and this, yeah, it does have the dual design. Dual design.
Oh, the
On the
skid
tray,
tray underneath?
yeah.
Yeah. The hardware underneath the bumper and stuff was all crap. It was missing all the clips and stuff. So that was fun.
Yeah, at least it had these good ties into that.
Yeah, yeah, and then this piece right here was rattling around so bad, so when you drive, you'd hear it sound like change, because the studs that poke through the bottom of this came loose, so even though you tightened the nut, the stud was rattling, so it just sounded like change.
Where it's just like pressed in.
Matt's car home last night just to get some street driving so we know how the car is like running. Obviously we can take it for test drives, but drive it for like 20 minutes and see if there's anything. And Edgar did notice some things with the tune that needs to be tweaked, which is normal. And me driving behind it, I could hear there's a slight little rattle in the exhaust, so we're going to touch that up so he doesn't have that. Then we're going to get him on the dyno today, and we'll do confirm cold start tomorrow, and he's going to take his car home. After like 6 months of us having it, going from NA to single turbo, this girl bad. Garrett, give her a good tune up, as Duffy would say.
Yeah, hit it with that chip tube.